Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Allison Fergit. A U.S. Army Reserve soldier died at Fort McCoy on Friday. The Public Affairs Office confirmed the soldier was attending a planning conference at the base. The soldier's identity will not be released until 24 hours after the family has been notified. No other details have been shared yet.
We had a breezy day out there. It didn't make too big of an impact on the temperature. It was a fairly normal day as far as the middle of March goes, but it definitely was breezy out there. Here's a look at our highs: 42 in La Crosse, 39 in Eau Claire. Not too bad out there, but we do have some warmer weather on the way. Taking a look outside right now, we do have some very light snow moving through the more northern areas of the viewing area, not really accounting for any accumulation. We'll continue to see that move throughout the area over the next few hours. Again, very light, scattered amounts just moving across throughout the early overnight period. Could see some of that possibly sticking around into the early morning there. Otherwise, again, not really expecting any accumulation with that. Maybe just seeing a couple flakes as you're going throughout your morning. Here's a look at the morning going into La Crosse. We're seeing our low temperatures a little bit earlier, around 2-3 in the morning, but then we're going to warm up very quickly into the afternoon. Highs getting into the 60s for most of the area, but it's going to be another breezy one out there. So definitely get out there and enjoy the temperatures, even though it is breezy, because we definitely have another taste of winter coming later in the week. That I'll have more details on in the forecast. Yep, everyone's really excited about that.
Oh boy. All right, thank you. La Crosse's South Side residents could enjoy a chicken dinner while supporting first responders. Today was the Shelby Fire Department's 58th annual Chicken Q fundraiser. The event helps the department raise money for equipment and employee training. The department's chief says fundraisers like this are especially important to cover unexpected expenses.
A lot of these costs, sometimes you can budget for, but sometimes when they break you can't budget for and you got to be able to purchase them. So these fundraiser funds do definitely help out with that.
The fire department cooks the chicken themselves and started the process at 6 this morning. They planned on selling 3,200 meals and were hoping to raise around $12,000. It was a game of throws in La Crosse today. Logan High School's Cornhole Club hosted its second annual tournament. The club has around 80 to 100 students, and today around 30 teams competed for cornhole supremacy. The club's advisor says no matter your skill level, it's a sport for anyone.
What I like about this sport is that if you just play it for fun or you want to be serious and competitive about it, there's room for both of those types of folks.
The tournament included prizes, raffles, and silent auction items. Proceeds raised from today's game of throws will go to the Logan High School football team. Today was the last day of God's Country Racing Association's 49th Custom Auto Show. A highlight of the event is the People's Choice Award, where the crowd can vote for their favorite vehicle. The president of the association says his favorite part of the event is to see people come back from past auto shows.
My favorite part is seeing a lot of the people that come in and buy tickets that you see every year, and you don't always see them in between, but they are loyal and they come every year to see what we do, and they understand that we bring quality stuff, so they buy the ticket and come and view what we have.
The event also had several different special awards, including Best Engine, Best Display, and Best Custom Interior. Between November and March, Aaron Matcheski teaches a Dungeons & Dragons miniature figurines painting class. And as News 8 Now photojournalist Bree Gasper shows us, there's a lot of heart that goes into painting the tiny figures.
At first, everyone says, oh my gosh, that's so small, it's so stressful, but I've never been more calm when I paint. It's the only thing in my life that I've done consistently where each time after I sit down, I feel like I've gotten better at it. I can see an improvement in something.
There's times when you're putting on that first layer and it looks like absolutely nothing, and then as you're adding on your layers and adding in the detail where it starts to come to life for you.
When you play a game and you have a table of this just really immaculate setup or a really neat painted miniature, it's really easy to get kind of immersed in that imagination and that creativity.
It's a really just fun method of like storytelling. There's a game for anybody.
You can take some people that might be a little bit shy or maybe feel a little bit socially awkward, and it empowers them to be someone else. We do something called Dungeons and Donations. Last year we gave to the La Crosse Public Library because they use Dungeons and Dragons for their youth programs. This year we have some terrain that we are setting out to Peace of Mind Counseling in La Crosse here. They use Dungeons and Dragons with some of their young people that have had some trauma in the past. Getting past that, telling a creative, collaborative story, using that as therapeutic techniques.
There's so many possibilities behind it that you could make any character, any place, any story.
This is a game that we can really connect with and has a great community, a very uplifting community, and you can be anything you want.
Well, what a fun and creative way to give back. If you're interested in getting involved with the group, the next figurine painting class will be in November. Well, still to come, the battle over the Trump administration's deportation policies continues. Plus, the Secretary of State defends a controversial move tied to protests.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Stroll through the co-op as you meet local small business owners at the People's Food Co-op Spring Open House in La Crosse. Enjoy live music and sample products from some of your favorite local vendors. The Sap Run Scramble is a rugged, non-competitive 5K with 1,000 feet of elevation and tasty maple-based snack stops along the way. Enjoy wood-fired pizzas after the event and stock up on good energy.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
It was just a one-time thing. That's what Brad Schimmel said when he gave a, quote, sweet bargain to a man who sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl. The sex predator served just 18 months in prison for his crime and got out. A few weeks ago, he was convicted of sexually assaulting a child again. And that was just one time Brad Schimmel let a sex predator loose on our kids. So why would we ever give him another chance? Brad Schimmel, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
A federal judge in D.C. has blocked the Trump administration from using a wartime law from the 1700s. The administration was going to use it to pursue deportations of Venezuelan migrants that are accused of having ties to a criminal group. As CBS's Christian Benavides reports, this comes as the Trump administration is doubling down on pursuing the deportation of a protest organizer at Columbia University.
The government of El Salvador released images Sunday showing what they say are 261 gang members deported from the U.S., mainly from Venezuela, that will be held in detention by that country. The announcement comes after a federal judge blocked the Trump administration from invoking a 1798 law called the Alien Enemies Act. The law would allow the arrest and deportation without typical due process of Venezuelan migrants who are accused of being members of the South American gang, Tren de Aragua. The judge in Washington blocked deportations with a 14-day restraining order. He said planes already in the air carrying deportees should turn around. It's unclear if the Trump administration violated that order.
We want to get rid of Tren de Aragua gang members. They're terrorists too. The president designated them, asked me to designate, and I did, as a terrorist organization. We want to get rid of them as well. We don't want terrorists in America. I don't know how hard that is to understand.
On Face the Nation, Secretary of State Marco Rubio also defended the administration's move to begin deportation proceedings against Mahmoud Khalil, a U.S. permanent resident who organized pro-Palestinian protests at Columbia University.
If he had told us, I'm going over there and I'm going over there to become the spokesperson and one of the leaders of a movement that's going to turn one of your allegedly elite colleges upside down, people can't even go to school, library buildings being vandalized, we never would have let him in.
Meantime, concerns over tariffs still hang heavy for investors. The U.S. stock market will seek to recover Monday after a bruising week, which saw the worst losses in 2 years. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
President Donald Trump's pick to serve as special presidential envoy for hostage affairs doesn't want the job. Adam Boehler withdrew his name from consideration Friday. That's because he doesn't want to divest from his healthcare investment firm, but he will continue to serve as a special government employee. Boehler previously played a key role in securing the release of American Mark Fogel from Russian custody. Earlier this month, he met with Hamas leaders for talks over the release of American hostages, which annoyed Israeli officials. It's unclear how long Boehler will continue his hostage envoy role. Personnel from Elon Musk's Doge, along with FBI agents, were turned away by the U.S. Institute for Peace. Congress founded the Institute for Peace in 1984 as a nonpartisan independent organization. The group is dedicated to protecting U.S. interests by helping to prevent violent conflicts and broker peace deals abroad. The Institute's communications director says Doge members and 2 FBI agents showed up unannounced Friday to try and gain entry. However, the director said they were met by a lawyer who informed them of the Institute's private and independent status as a non-executive branch agency. Doge representatives left following the discussion. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced Friday that the Justice Department will investigate recent attacks on Tesla properties. Bondi says these attacks are politically motivated, targeting CEO Elon Musk. The assaults include vandalism at Tesla dealerships and charging stations, with one individual arrested after throwing a Molotov cocktail through a dealership. Police across the U.S. are also investigating gunshots fired at a Tesla showroom. One woman faces federal charges for allegedly spray painting anti-Musk messages and throwing Molotov cocktails at a Tesla store. Well, attention coffee drinkers, a major recall affecting a popular creamer. We'll tell you what you need to know after the break.
And we have a pretty spring-like St. Patrick's Day ahead of us as we go into the start of the week, but we could have another taste of winter coming up. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
When you have a drain backup, you need help fast. From slow drains to clogged mains, we solve it all. Maxwell White has been solving sewer, septic, and drain issues in the La Crosse Coulee region for more than 30 years. Fast, reliable, and professional. Call or book online today.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on this Silverado. Or get $4,350 total value. Plus, current Chevy owners can get $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Get the lowest prices of the year during sales fair at Nelson Agri Center on now through Saturday, March 22nd. Get huge savings on Milwaukee power tools. Stock up on paint with our buy one, get one specials. We'll have deals on fencing, gates, seeds, and more for your farm. Plus, get an $8 store credit towards already low prices with the junk battery trade-in sale. Thousands of items will be on sale at the lowest prices of the year at Nelson Agri Center, downtown Viroqua.
Make winter fun for your family with Mount Lacrosse. Season passes are on sale. Buy now through next season and ski the rest of this season for free. For 65 years, Mount Lacrosse has been making winter fun. Now's your time to come and see what it's all about. Stop out or visit us online to get your season pass today. Sale ends March 16th.
Slow or clogged sink, toilet, or main drain? Maxwell White can help. Ask about our $99 mainline drain opening special. Includes a free camera inspection. Address the root problem now to avoid costly repairs or future damage. Call or book online today.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A warning for Cadillac or Chevrolet Camaro drivers. More than 90,000 of the vehicles are being recalled due to a transmission issue. According to the recall notice, the transmission can suffer internal damage, which could cause the front wheels to lock up. General Motors says that could increase the risk of a crash. Owners of the recalled vehicles will be notified by mail toward the end of next month. Dealers will install a transmission control module monitoring software free of charge. Coffee drinkers, an important recall to know. The Food and Drug Administration is removing more than 75,000 bottles of International Delight Creamer from the shelves. The agency also advises consumers with the hazelnut or Cinnabon classic cinnamon roll flavored creamers to immediately throw them away. The FDA says the parent company of the brand initiated the voluntary recall after receiving complaints of spoilage and illness. So far, no word on how many people became sick. Well, we have a temporary warm-up on the way before winter rears its head one more time. We're on a bit of a roller coaster here. Let's send it to Nicole for our weather.
Yep, if you're keeping track, this is going to be the upcoming third fake winter, or I guess we're in our second fake spring, but we have our third resurgence of winter coming up as we go into the middle of this week. But we have some nice spring temperatures to get through before then, so definitely get out there and enjoy it while we have them, because it's not going to last forever. Our lows tonight staying chilly, just below freezing, 29 for that low in La Crosse, 26 in Eau Claire. It's going to stay calm to start, but we have those winds kicking up as we go into the early morning hours, and we'll see some strong gusts as we go throughout the way. Here's a look at tomorrow's highs. That's that spring-like conditions that we're talking about. Much warmer from the previous couple of days. 63 for that high in La Crosse, 60 degrees in Eau Claire. But again, a breezy afternoon, going to be mostly sunny out there, but apart from that breeze, a fairly nice day. We'll have those winds kicking up pretty early on in the day. Usually we see them maxing out in the afternoon, but we'll see them strengthening a little bit earlier. Here we are already at 5 in the morning, seeing wind gusts close to 20 miles an hour across the area. That's only going to increase as we go throughout the next few hours in the morning. 10 a.m. seeing wind gusts around 30, 35 miles an hour, and those will stay strong into the afternoon, lightening up slowly as we go into the evening. We'll have a little bit more of a lighter wind and flow as we go into Tuesday, but those winds will definitely be ramping up again as we go into Wednesday, along with those snow chances that we have coming up for Wednesday as well. But again, we still have to get through the nice springtime temperatures. We'll have a little bit more of a temperature gradient going across the area as we go into Tuesday. Much cooler to the north. You'll see areas north of I-94 staying closer to about 50 degrees. Areas south of I-90, though, staying in those mid-60s out there. So overall, still everyone's staying above normal, and we'll still have plenty of sunshine poking out. Lighter winds too, so Tuesday might be the day that you want to enjoy those nicer temperatures, because once they start falling on Tuesday evening, they won't stop falling until we get later into very early Tuesday morning, or excuse me, early Thursday morning. With those falling temperatures, we'll see some rain to start for some locations as we go into Wednesday, but a lot of that is quickly going to transition over into a wet and heavy snow. So here we are in our sky tracker at midnight going into Wednesday morning. This is actually going to be close to your high temperatures as we go into Wednesday. They're going to continue to fall all the way through the day and into Wednesday night. Starting to see some light rain popping up early Wednesday morning. Starting to see a lot of that turn over into snow, though, as we go later into the morning Wednesday. Eau Claire starting to pick up some flurries around 8 a.m. We'll see that distinct line mainly close to La Crosse around 10, 11 in the morning. Starting to see some more mix coming in, though, and with that mix, going to see some very heavy and wet snowfall that could be aiding in some higher snow rates as well. It's going to be gusty during this entire period too, so hazardous travel conditions will be possible. We'll continue to see that snow falling throughout the entirety of the day, and again, heavy snow amounts, wet snow amounts likely with this event as it continues on into the evening hours as well. Here's a look at our snow amounts so far, but when it's so wet and heavy like this, that snow really packs down and compresses pretty easily. Just know that it's probably not going to be the best day to be spending outside or to be spending on those roadways. Otherwise, we'll stay cool for most of the week after that. Again, those high temperatures on Wednesday coming very early in the morning, falling throughout the day. Thursday staying near average, and it's going to be breezy out there, and then slowly warming up through the weekend, but really,
thank goodness for that.
Yeah, not really too bad. It's still above average, but we've been so lucky with temperatures this month.
We really have.
It's gonna feel
Winter
a little
just
chilly.
wanted to say one more goodbye, I suppose.
Yeah, hopefully it's the last one.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Nicole. And coming up next in sports, the NCAA tournament brackets are out, but first, the Badgers were in the Big Ten Tournament Championship. Kate has the highlights after the break.
This is you, one place to the next. One more thing to check off the list. But stopping for 30 minutes? Well, that's just not an option. So that's why there's this, the News 8000 app. All your local news, plus a little bit beyond. So take a break when you want to.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
It's Truck Month at your local Northland Ford dealers. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford trucks, including F-150 and Super Duty, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Ford F-Series. Get Truck Month ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. That's how you get Truck Month ready. Now get over $12,000 in total savings on a new 2024 Ford F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Tax refund season is here, and Wesco and Sparta is making it more fun than ever. Dreaming of a brand new sectional or that comfy bed you've been eyeing? Now's the time to treat yourself. Save 20% all month long on furniture and bedding, just in time to make your home the talk of the group chat. Have fun with your tax refund and make your space shine with Wesco and Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
This is Curtis O'Brien, a convicted felon. He sexually assaulted a 5-year-old Wisconsin girl multiple times. Judge Susan Crawford could have given him 60 years in prison, but she let him walk. 2 years in prison. That's it. While his victim lives with the scars forever. She even let the predator live across the street from an elementary school. That was Crawford's choice. Another dangerous decision from Susan Crawford, putting all our kids at risk. She's just wrong for Wisconsin.
Our team is growing at Phillips Outdoor Services. We're now hiring a landscape install leader. Earn up to $35 an hour, a $5,000 sign-on bonus, and 4 weeks PTO. Apply online today at phillipsoutdoorservices.com/careers.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
The brackets have been revealed, but before we get to Wisconsin's draw, they had a Big Ten Tournament Championship game to play. Their 4th game in 4 days. A tough one in Indy as they were up against the Michigan Wolverines. Let's go there. Badgers looking to win their first Big Ten tournament since 2015. Points were hard to come by in this one, but here's John Blackwell spinning, knocks down the fadeaway. Badgers up 1. Then it's Blackwell again, driving through the lane, off the glass and in. Badgers up 2 at the break, second half. And Wisconsin would start to heat up. Max Klesmit drives. He gets the tough bucket to fall. Then how about Carter Gilmore? Wide open for 3 and knocks it down. Badgers would lead by as many as 11, but here come the Wolverines. Danny Wolf taking it through the paint. We're all tied at 45. Still tied, 4 minutes to play. Steven Crowell for 3. That's good. Badgers up 3, but Michigan would not go away. Trey Donaldson from beyond the arc. He connects. Wolverines go up 2, and the Badgers would go cold down the stretch. Blackwell's shot is no good as Michigan takes the win 59-53, the final. There's no time to mope about the loss because the Badgers are heading to Denver, Colorado as a 3 seed. They'll be up against the Montana Grizzlies, who have won the Big Sky Conference Championship. They're also 14-1 in their last 15, so not an easy out at all. A quick turnaround for Wisconsin. The game set for Thursday, March 20th at 12:30 here or on TNT. Here's Max Klesmit on the matchup.
Got a lot of guards. Got a lot of guards that can score in different areas, but we'll look forward to preparing on that and be ready when we got to go out there.
If the Badgers do win, they'll face the winner of BYU and VCU on Saturday. The Marquette Golden Eagles will be heading to Cleveland as a 7 seed. They'll be up against a solid New Mexico team that won the Mountain West Conference regular season and is 12-3 in their last 15. That game set for Friday, March 21st at 6:25. If Marquette wins, they'll likely be up against the 2-seed Michigan State. Winona State with a tough loss this evening as they fell to MSU Moorhead 70-59 in the second round of the men's D2 tourney. That makes the fourth time the Dragons have defeated the Warriors this season. Winona State finishes the year 22-11. In case you missed it last night, the UWL Eagles Division III tournament run came to an end as they fell to Washington University in the Elite Eight. The Eagles were in front at half, but the Bears caught fire and would outscore UWL by 17 points in the second half. It was still a tremendous season from the UWL men as they set a new school record for most wins in a season and became the first UWL team to make it to the Sweet 16 and the Elite Eight. They finished the year 25-6 and will return a lot of key pieces next season. At the high school level, we had two teams punch their ticket to the state tournament. First, the Aquinas Blue Gold took down Cumberland last night. Now the Aquinas boys will be back at state for the second straight year and 9th time in school history. They'll face Mineral Point in a rematch from last year's state semifinals. That one's set for Thursday night at around 8 o'clock. And in Division 5, the Cochran Fountain City Pirates took down unbeaten Royal 53-41 and will be going to state for just the second time in school history. The Pirates will face Turtle Lake in the state semifinals on Friday morning at 9 a.m. Let's go to the NBA. Timberwolves going for win number 8 in a row up against the Jazz. And Anthony Edwards had it going in this one from beyond the arc. That's good. And then check out this dunk. Edwards driving the lane. Oh my. He would finish with 41 points as the Timberwolves take it 128-102. That's 8 straight wins for Minnesota. The Bucks still finishing up as they're currently trailing the Thunder 103-78 in the fourth quarter. A loss tonight would make Milwaukee 2-4 in their last 6. Now, Allison, I'm still going over the brackets. I'm still marking it down. I got to get the perfect one. Yeah. But I was looking at the Elite Eight, a potential Wisconsin-Duke matchup, and I know all Badger fans would love a rematch of that one.
I would love to see it. Yeah. Exactly like you said. Get the revenge. I think we have a decent chance this year, maybe making a run. Did a really great job in the championship. Obviously fell short today.
It's a tough one,
but we had a great win just throughout the tournament.
It's a really tough field. A lot of good teams out there. So it's just exciting to be back in the madness.
For sure.
All right, we'll have more news after the break.
It's amazing all the work that goes into growing this little guy. The research you've done over the past decades is critical to grow a good quality crop.
The UW-Madison has developed lightcasts to help farmers manage leaf blight before it takes root in potato fields.
I can't really overstate how important that is.
What's at stake isn't just the crop in the ground, it's the sustainability of your family farm.
This partnership really makes me proud to be a Wisconsin farmer.
One Wisconsin on Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun they're having, it's easy to take for granted how they warm up by the fire or simply adjusting their thermostat. But for some of us, it's not that easy. Some of us need to decide whether to heat or to eat, or to further neglect our basic survival needs. We are working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans, all struggling to pay record heating bills. These dangerous temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for us, they can be deadly. If you are struggling to decide if you can put food on the table or heat your home, please reach out for a hand up. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $5,600 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
I was in a very bad relationship. After that, I made it my mission to help people Brad Schimmel really wanted to know, how can we help survivors? He got right in there with me and did the work that needed to be done. I know Brad, the person, and I know how passionate he is about helping people, women, sexual assault victims, children. He has made it his life's mission to help families. I know that about him.
A restaurant in the Detroit area is offering daycare, or rather night care, so parents can enjoy a date night. And unsurprisingly, it's a hit.
Then I Googled, is anybody else doing this? And I only could find like some restaurants in California that offered it.
Michael Evco and I are sitting inside his restaurant, Host Utica. It's been open for a little over 2 years, but most recently, people have been driving in from all over to visit, and it's all because of a new initiative.
We call it Parents Night Out, P&O for short, so whatever you prefer.
P&O happens on the second floor of Host.
This is the area that we do the Parents Night Out.
On Tuesday through Thursday nights. What is it? Restaurant. On-site childcare.
So it's $8 for the first hour and a half.
The childcare is open for children who can sit up on their own up to the age of 12. Parents must call a day in advance to make their reservation. While their children are here, Michael says CPR-certified childcare professionals will be watching them, and parents can have food sent up if they would like.
What do you guys think of the concept? I think it's awesome, because half the time it's so hard to get a babysitter. I think it's cool, honestly.
These moms telling me they drove in from 45 minutes away.
How difficult can it be to get childcare just for a going out to dinner, a night out?
It's literally awful. Like my family doesn't really babysit. They're all young with their own lives, their own children. So it is very hard. And then we have to pay on top of that. So a lot of places should adapt that concept.
Now, there are security measures that are in place. For instance, Michael tells me that this door is always closed and locked. It can only be opened from the inside. Parents who drop off their children must leave a photo ID, and they cannot leave the premises. Plus, you'll see that there are security cameras throughout the second floor.
The most humbling thing is like people come in and like we haven't been on a date since we had kids.
Michael tells me that they have worked hard to keep this offering accessible to many incomes, saying oftentimes he loses money on P&O. However, he says it will remain a win to him as long as he knows he's helping out other parents.
The divorce rate is 50-50 in the U.S. right now, and if I can help lower that a little bit by allowing parents to have a date and not like be disconnected over the youth of their children, then, you know, that's what I can only hope for.
What a great program. Well, we'll be right back with a last look at your weather.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, pay no interest for 5 years on Tempur-Pedic adjustable sets with free white glove delivery and a 120-night guarantee. Plus, get a $300 home shopping card. Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, available at Home Sleep Express.
It's tournament time at Osseo Automotive, and the savings are giant. And so is the selection.
Get a giant $12,000 off a new Ford F-150 XLT Crew Cab, or $11,000 off a new 2024 Ford Expedition Max XLT, or $7,000 off a new 2024 Ford Escape.
You'll never see anything this big again. The giant tournament sale is going on now at Osseo Ford, Nelson Gunderson Chevrolet, Fountain City Ford, and Rudy's in Whitehall.
Verizon and AT&T announced price hikes a total of 10 times in the past 2 years. Doesn't that blow your mind? Families can switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plans while saving 20%. T-Mobile blows the competition away. T-Mobile will also give you up to $800 when you switch. Mind blown. Is that a jet engine?
Go to T-Mobile.com to see how families can save 20% and get $800.
That's lunch.
It was just a one-time thing. That's what Brad Schimmel said when he gave a, quote, sweet bargain to a man who sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl. The sex predator served just 18 months in prison for his crime and got out. A few weeks ago, he was convicted of sexually assaulting a child again. And that was just one time Brad Schimmel let a sex predator loose on our kids. So why would we ever give him another chance? Brad Schimmel, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Get tax relief now at Homeworld Rugs with an extra 7% off sale prices on a wide selection of room-size area rugs. These stunning rug collections are now just $179 after 7% tax relief. Explore a variety of colors and patterns during tax relief now at Homeworld Rugs.
We have a pretty spring-like St. Patrick's Day ahead of us. Breezy out there, but I would still urge you to get out and enjoy it. Lots of sunshine, and it's not going to last forever either. We got some snow on the way. It's going to be a pretty nasty March-like snow.
This is weather's March Madness. We've got actual March Madness, I guess, filling out the bracket.
Yes.
Make sure to do that. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.